Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all are making some money. I did, and I actually broke a rule. So when y'all get in here, I'm gonna tell you what rule I broke, and we're gonna see if it's worth it. Well, I made some money, so it's definitely worth it. But get in here and let's make $100 before lunch. Hopefully, we make a little bit more than that. But I got some stuff to tell you guys, great news, some experiences I had over the weekend. So I got stuff to share, and then we're going to get into these charts. Um, Again, if you haven't placed a trade yet, great. You shouldn't. Well, I don't recommend my beginners place a trade before 9 a.m. because the market is very volatile and it could be moving a little too fast for your speed if you don't have fast fingers or if you don't have your set it and forget it in a think or swim or Weeble type of situation. So I recommend, hey, not jumping in too quick. Hey, Neff, good morning. Good morning, Miss Phoenix. Thank y'all for checking in. So you don't you if you haven't placed a trade already, that's perfectly fine. Why did I place a trade? Well, I swung one contract overnight that opened up and was like down $7, and I was okay with that because I saw the market falling, so I kept it. Once I saw a continuation, I added another contract, but much closer to the money. And that's a thing that we call risk management. If I'm going to swing overnight, I'm usually further out of the money where the risk I can absorb it and it's within my profits from the previous day. So I kept that one. It went green. I immediately closed it out. And then I had my contract that I got in much closer once we had a break, and then I closed it at about 70% while taking my trash out. Now, you guys may be saying, like, how you do that? Like, how you go take your trash out and make some money? Because I got into the trade while I was lying in bed. I heard the trash truck, and I'm like, hey, I need to go pull the trash can down. And as I'm walking back up the driveway, boom, I closed the trade because I was up like 70% or so. And you're like, okay, again, how did you place the trade? Well, I had already given my Discord members, if we break 738, we can get put. So when I say break, we needed a close under 738. We got that close. We fell down to 736 where we're at now. Hey, we were good money. A lot of them are on my plan when I say it's dirty 30. Anybody know what the dirty 30 is? If you've been with me before, we've traded before. What's the dirty 30, guys? And it's simple. It's not rocket science. Who knows what the dirty 30 is? Let's tell the people. What's that dirty 30, guys? I know this is lagging. 30%. There we go. Get your 30% and get out. When you are a new trader, it's not about home runs, it's about base hits. And I say it all the time, base hits pay bills. So you don't have to always hit 100%. A lot of you guys will hold on to a trade that goes 27, 28, and you want 30 and you won't close it. Don't be greedy like that. It's risk management. If you've made 27%, you've made more than 99% of the world. So again, take those percentages as you see them, especially if you're trading before 9 a.m. because the market still has not fully settled. I said I broke a rule. Again, I told my beginner traders, don't trade before 9. Let the market settle. But if we're trading before 9, we speed dating. We in there and out. We getting to know you, moving on to the next trade, moving on. So you're not holding on to that play like, oh, I hope. And there it goes, that hopium. Hopium is cheap and very addictive, and it's everywhere on every trading system has hopium. Forex, futures, options, hopium. Don't get caught up in that hopium. And I'll hear you guys. I was just hoping. And they're like, man, I'm not addicted to no hopium, man. I got this. I'm trying. The hopium is real. Let's not get addicted to hopium. And I'm going to be the first one to admit it in Traders Anonymous. I have been addicted to hopium. You guys tell me, have any of you guys been addicted to hopium? I mean, or had a little taste, somebody brought it to you, and like, man, I got the best trade. You get into it, it go left, and you just keep hoping that trade goes right. So if you've been inside of that hopium, thank you, Big Shot. I heard you got it. 30% take profit. And if you don't, TP is take profit, 20% SL. That SL is stop loss. So that's your dirty 30. 30% profit, 20% stop loss. Go along with your life. Um, yeah, look at the price action and it stalls. Take it, finger on the trigger. There you go, finger on the trigger. Yep, hopium. It's okay, guys. This is a safe space for anybody. You can tell people if you're on hopium. It's not, I mean, it's an imaginary, it's an emotion, but it's an imaginary addiction that we have. You gotta be okay. It's all about awareness. You gotta be aware that you got a problem and how we can fix it. And it's just like the addicts. They don't know they got a problem. They not ready for no help. Once you can admit you have hopium, then I can help you. We can get away from that. And once you start making some money, we get out of hopium and we get into the reality state of I see the money being made on the chart and I can make it. Yes. First term, hoping it'll get you there. And those Trump tweets will take you out. So we got 2 minutes from 9. Right now I don't have any levels on because I literally just like looked at my chart and I was like, yep, that thing's gonna break. I see more bearish sentiment because we didn't hold above. We rejected 740 just like right off of that thing. So let's do a little of the pre-market because I wanted y'all to see it. Right now I don't have my levels on, so now I can come back and put them in because I was just looking. I saw the money. I went to the money, and I hadn't marked anything up. You can see my previous pre-market levels, and I keep them there because a lot of times we retrace them, and I don't have to do too much work. All I need to do is probably move them around. So I'm gonna just move this one down and put the pre-market low for 7. And you can clean these up as you want to, but like Tabitha Brown said, this is my business. I keep my levels on my chart. However your business, you put your levels where you want them. But these are how I put my pre-market high, 728. Did I put a dash? 728. There we go. And I usually change these to dotted. That's a visual aesthetic that I use. I just make sure they're dotted lines. That way I know even if I don't put a date or anything, I know my pre-market levels are those dotted ones or dashed. And my regular support and resistance line are whole numbers. So you can see this order block down here. Y'all should have been sounding like, hey Charles, what's that thing down there that it's bouncing off of? It's bouncing off of order block. So when I see that, I know buyers are down here. So naturally, if I'm in a put, this is where I'm going to want to exit because that's where the buyers are sitting at. And what's happening? We're coming back up. So again, everybody that was watching it and you like, okay, I'm gonna get in. No, I'm gonna get in. Nope. I'm gonna get in now. No, no, no. I'm gonna get in right now. No, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in right now. And boom, it reverses because you're not seeing the buyers. And we've now hit 9 a.m. and we can see a reversal. And that's why I say wait on the 9 a.m. or speed date the first 30 minutes. That makes sense? Y'all put speed date in the chat. Put speed date. When we're trading the first 30 minutes, we are speed dating. Put speed dating in the chat. Broke pre-market low. Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning. Puts are about to be active. They were active. Broke pre-market. Yeah, it's got to break again. It's got to reject another level. Speed dating. There you go. Jake Repair. Thank you for checking in. We speed dating. Like you need to make these analysis and your sentiment when you're trading the stuff that's real. Like it's speed dating. It's the 5-minute oil change. They not in there doing no. They not gonna keep you an hour and checking your lights and all that and trying to upset you. We in and out in the market and back out. I didn't even think about my trade. I saw the percentage and I got out. It was nothing to think about. I don't care what else is moving. I see the trade. I see the setup. I set it and then I'm up out of there. Let me actually go look at the percentages. Pass inside of Discord say when you're ready to take a picture of that trade, that's probably when it's time to close it. I stopped taking the contract picture. I just wait till my contract close, go back into my browser on Robinhood and see it. So my second trade was 62%. The first one I closed that I closed overnight was 22. So that wasn't bad. I went from negative $7 to positive $7, and that was 22%. Now, if I had been greedy trying to wait on 30, this could have been a negative trade because it was further out of the money on the swing. I'm going to take that $7 off the table. It's people out here battling and trying to find jobs that are pay them $7 and $10 an hour. It's people that want $20 an hour. So why wouldn't I take 7? When I'm getting it from the market and I didn't have to do nothing but push 2 buttons. So when I hear people say, it was just $10, but that was $7 or $10. I didn't leave my house. I didn't spend any gas. I didn't do anything other than press some buttons to make it. So I'm thankful to God for 5, 7, 10. And I'm going to celebrate you guys. If you made $5, if you made $10, I'm gonna celebrate you the same way I'm gonna celebrate my person that made 5 or 2,000. It's still a win. So I'm still gonna celebrate you. And I hope that you guys are in a community that celebrates you that way. When you make your first trade, $5, $10, I'm gonna celebrate you. We popping champagne. It may be a small bottle of champagne, but we still popping bottles. I'm still gonna celebrate your win. And because that 5, if it had been 10 contracts, could have been 50. That 10 had it been 10 contracts, could have been 100. So it's changing the mindset and not minimalizing the reality of what we're doing. We're making money out of thin air. We're just going into this market and extracting it out. And that's a true gift and skill. Who's made some money already? If you made some money already, drop those percentages. We're going to let this candle. So we're seeing where buyers and sellers are coming in. Now I just wait. I wait to see who's going to control the day. We've already had downside. I got my pre-market level, so I'm going to come back out of extended hours, come back into regular hours, and there are my levels. I said, get on my level. Get on my level. All I got to do is pay level for level. But that's if you know how to mark up your chart. You can play level for level. If you haven't marked up your chart, I can cut this off and you can just get plain, and you can add VWAP and you can trade band for band. You can look at those VWAP levels and just trade band for band. So we see there's a support at this lower band. You see how I tested that band? Pop back up, those buyers came in. Now we're testing VWAP. Trade band for band. If you go into the upside, I really wouldn't get into the call until we can get a close above. So here's that band, closed above that band here, closed above. We're going to test VWAP, probably have a continuation up here. That's a good dirty 30. You just got to be careful here. I would prefer a close above VWAP. Has a little bit more confirmation. I might get in a little late, but I like it. If you have trouble trying to realize or remember where you need to get in, come on your chart and just add a yellow line or blue line, whatever, at 9 a.m. So you're like, oh, I just wait until we get to my line. Now I can start looking for a trade. For the first 30 minutes, we were bearish. Now, after 9 a.m., we're getting bullish. And what can we take? If we're trading at 737, y'all drop in the chat because y'all already know what to do. What are the viable contracts to the upside that we can take? What are the 2-3 contracts that we can take if we waited on that 9 a.m. to get in? We're trading at 737. I ain't got to tell you guys what to do. You guys know. Tell me, guys, what are the viable contracts? If you've been with me a couple of times trading, what are our viable contracts? What is the green bar again? The green bar is a order block. 3 above in the money. Big shot got it. So if I'm looking at calls, perfect. 737, 738, 739, 740. We're good. You're good money. 738, 739, 740, or you're in the money at 737 on call. Like good to go. Like good to go. I'm giving you the idea. You can look at the contracts and then you can set price. So what does that look like, Chaz? You saying $3? What's in the money? In the money means what this is the price of the shares right now at 737. So if I say in the money or at the money, I'm looking at, okay, where can it go to? So most people will be here 737, 736. You don't have to get that far in the money. We'd be at or a little bit out the money. So you can go 738, 739, 740. These are the cost of the contracts right here. If you look at those 3 contracts and say, I can't afford them, Chaz, I got $100 budget. Do not come out here and go further out. That's a no-no. Everybody put that's a no-no. Don't try to pick other contracts. What I want you to do is step down to IWM and look at the same range. So we got 291, and if we're bullish, we'll look at 292, 293. So here you can go 292, 293. That's more affordable in your budget to get the dirty 30 versus going further out on SPY and having to hold that contract a whole lot longer, and it might not get the move that you want to give your 30%. So stay within the 3 strikes that I gave you, or drop down to IWM and stay within 2. Everybody get that? Does that make sense? Drop a 1 and it makes sense. Drop a 2 if you want me to say it again. Drop a 1 if it makes sense. Drop a 2 if you want me to share it again. There we go. 20%. We celebrating 10%, 10 and 20% on IWM. We're going to take it. Okay. One, if we understand. Two, if I need to repeat it. Did everybody grab it? To a big shot. All right. So you gave me the contracts we could take on SPY. We could take 737, 738, 739, 740. We could take those call side on SPY. When we look at it and you go to SPY and we're trading SPY and you saying, well, I got a smaller account or I don't have that much capital to trade with. I can't afford those contracts that Chaz just called out. Don't try to go further out and go 741, 42, 43 because they are cheaper. We trade affordable contracts, not cheap contracts. So those are two different things. Affordable and cheap are not the same. I'm affordable, but I'm definitely not cheap. So think about that when you start speaking about what you're trading. I'm looking for a cheap contract. Get that out your head. You need to find an affordable contract, something that fits your budget when you're trading. And if the SPY contracts that are viable don't fit your budget, step down and go to IWM. The Russell 2000 doesn't move as fast, but you can still get 30. Stay close to the money, and it's still affordable. So we can go 292, 293, and now we're under $100 per contract. That's gonna fit your risk management better. If I only got $100, I'm only risking 50%. I could finagle that 67, or I could definitely take the 31 and get 30%. But I'm not stretching my budget and trying and over trading with something I don't know what I'm doing or being too far out of the money to hold the contract too long. Does that make sense, Big Shot? I hope I broke that down again. If I didn't, y'all say do it again, Chad. But what I don't mind doing is explaining it, making sure you got it. Y'all got it. Let's get back on this chart. What did I say? I said we're getting a close above, but what did I say? I'm more comfortable if we can get above VWAP. So if we can get a 5-minute candle closing above here, we could get in. You asked what was the what's that green box and that red box? That's order blocks by Mark Middleton. So if you come up here and put in order blocks, and it's by Mark Middleton, and that just puts that order so I can see where they're heavy at. It's kind of have like having level 2 on your chart, and I've showed you guys level 2 before, right here. So here's the level 2. I can see the orders where they're trying to stack and where are they trying to bring price down to by looking at the order. See, everybody put in the chat 290.80. Everybody put in the chat 290.80 because we see that 4K sitting there. They might want to drive price down here and pick up this order block at some point. So 290.80, drop 290.80, 290.90 in the chat. I'm seeing them stack on IWM at that area. We'll see at some point. It's not usually immediate. It may take 15 to 20 minutes. We may come back to that zone and pick up those orders. So I look to see where they might try to, drive price down when I'm trading. So I'm sitting here. I don't. Again, this is indecisive candles. I'd rather have a clear close above VWAP for a continuation to get the call. If not, I'm scalping. This is the strat assist. So I can see on the 5, the 15, the 30 minute, we're bullish. On the upper time frames overall, we're still bearish. So I know if I'm trading to the upside, I need to be scalping. Look at that. We're rejecting off of VWAP. We get that. We get a 5-minute close, not touching VWAP again. We can take puts to the downside, but we know we got buyers sitting there. And let's go take a look at IWM. Where's that lower level? So that was like 290.80. Let's put an alert right there. If it hits our alert for that order block, I think they might go tag it. How do I see the order blocks again? Yep, Neff, let me go back. So go to indicators, type in order blocks, and it's order blocks by Mark Middleton. I didn't change any of the features, it's just on there. Hannah inside Discord uses these, and I saw it like I pulled up to her live because I'm usually on my own live, and I pulled up to the live and I seen her order blocks, and I was like, man, I like that. I think she even did it in class. I think it was her free class. She did a free class a couple of months ago, and she talked about those order blocks. I was like, yes. And as I was watching her, she trades SPY and SPX really, really well. And those are my go-to. So when I seen that order block and price literally like drive down in that zone, I said, I gotta use that because look, guys, y'all see that? It went right to that order. I showed y'all in real time that 290.80 order block. They came and picked it up. There was 4,000 on that order at the 290.80. And what happened to IWM? It dropped to that order. So that's how that level 2, that it lets us, it's like magic. You can see where they're gonna drive price down to in that one candle. So it was trading at 291. If you had to take on 291, 290 put, you only needed that one candle and it drove right price action down. I didn't even see my alert go off. But it went right down there to that 290.80. They picked up that order just that fast. Did y'all see that? That was dope. Man, that was fast. Oh no, not the indicator contracts. I don't use indicator. I know. Yes. How do I see level 2? So in your Webull, you have to be premium, or you just have to buy the level 2 data. So if you're looking on your phone, tell me, are you looking on your laptop or on your phone? If you're looking on your phone, when you get to the option chain, shoot, let me go on my phone. If you're in your phone and you can see your chart, just scroll down a little bit more and it'll say order book level 2. It might make you sign up for it like $2.99 or something like that. I'm premium, so it just includes it in there. So you just need that order book level 2, or just have premium and it's included. Laptop. Okay, so if you're on the laptop, all you do is, because I'm on the web trade, so I'm not on the desktop version. So this is just the web trade. And it's just once you scroll down on this order block side, it's gonna be over here. So when you're like entering your trade, slide down over here, and then you're able to see your level 2. If you're not able to get to it, Neff, I'll hop offline and walk you through it. Shout out to Neff. Neff trades futures. She's great. She doesn't use any indicators. Do I have to use indicators? No. Do I? Yes. Indicators are like makeup. It's enhancement. We pretty without it. We some bad girls without the makeup. It's just enhancing what we're doing. It make it better. It gives you a little bit of edge. So no, you don't need indicators. But every now and then you might want to get a little spicy, get you a little edge and throw them on there. But I'm not saying you ugly if you have to use indicators, if you have to use makeup, that's your preference. But you should definitely be able to understand your chart without the enhancement. Did y'all see that? Like y'all not hype enough. Drop some. If you think that was cool that you saw that order block and IWM went right to that order block, drop IWM in the comments. Like y'all can't tell me that wasn't fire. Like we literally saw 4,000 at the 290.80 order block, and they came straight to that order block. Like if that was fire to see and learn, or see it in real time, please drop IWM in the chat. And what did I say? The upper time, the 5, 15, and 30 was bullish, but them higher time frames were bearish. Or what? If you getting calls, you're scalping because overall we're bearish. I need to see them IWMs in the chat. Thank you, Nev. Like I'm showing you guys, like again, you follow the money, and they're like, oh, follow the money. What that mean? Well, Google's your best friend. I could Google anything. Like, tell me what you know, man. Like, give me the sauce. I ain't trying to go to Google. You said it. I'm going to the horse's mouth. And y'all see those sellers pushing through that buying block? We know where the orders are at. And so again, if you have Webull, then you want to see that level too. You're looking at ticker tape. You're looking at order flow. So that's the next. Like, you really don't even have to tell the chart if you can read order flow. But that's, you got to get your mind into one place, master that, and then take yourself to the next place. And at the next stage, this doesn't even matter, the candlesticks and things like that. That's where I'm learning in the background to get to. But yeah, IWM, yeah. So we're gonna stay on for a little while, and hopefully we don't get a repeat of yesterday. So I'm gonna go back over the SPY and show y'all what we got yesterday. So we got those drops and we got a pop. So there's our 940. Market sold off that morning, and then we kind of just bounced, consolidated, and then got a bounce at the end of the day. So we want to see how today is going to play out, how the buyers and sellers are, navigating today, because that's a strong order block. And if they can't break it, what happened when it got to this order block? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes consolidation, and then we came back up after about an hour, about 45 minutes. So if we stay here, we know buyers are sitting here. Every time we got to that order block, what happened? Shoom, we buying back up. Shoom, we buying back up. Shoom, we buying back up. So high probability of shoom, they might get bought back up. If I want puts, I need a continuation. So we'll have to break through these buyers in this zone. So Chaz, what trade are you getting into now? I'm not getting into anything. Like, you can look at the chart and see, like, there's nothing I want to buy right now. It's a wick on the band. Star. I want to close above a band, close below a band for a continuation. As long as we touching that band, I don't want to touch it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Oh, I like those sellers though. If they can come close here, they gotta push. They gotta push hard. Again, if you're not great at scalping, you do not like to see drawdown, do not trade right now, because you're gonna have a lot of volatility bouncing up on those buyers. So they can step up. You may be green for like $5 and then go negative 12. And you're like, whoa, what happened? We're still in the same candle. It's only been like 20 seconds. So if you're not comfortable with that type of drawdown, we're not in a trend right now. So you don't want to play around right here. It's going to just give you anxiety. Earned a 6% profit from my one DTE IWM 291 call contract. I was only in the trade 4 minutes. We'll take it, Miss Phoenix. Miss Phoenix is a very strategic compounding trader. She doesn't need a lot of gains, and she's just going to keep compounding that thing day over day. I love Miss Phoenix. Now, she has her big days too. But she doesn't need a lot of percentage. She sees it, gets out the way. I love the compounding mindset that Miss Phoenix has. So I see how that thing's bouncing back up. I don't want to touch it, and we're still in that same candle, and it still has about 2.5 more minutes inside of it to form. So again, if you can't take drawdown at all, wait till we see a nice trend. That way you're not being like, oh, it's going back up. Let me go and hop back out, and then your next candle you're still green. But again, if you don't like to see drawdown, don't hop into those plays. So while we're watching this playing out, gotta give a shout out to the Discord, the Mogul Stock Group. Again, if you look at the QR code in the top left of your screen, I'm giving everybody a free 7 days. I don't always come to YouTube and trade, but I will drop my Zoom link for my members inside so we can trade together, and we give signals. And it's not just a signals group, at least not my channel. Some of the other channels, we just give straight signals, but my channel gives a GTS. And I'm just labeling it as the guided traded system because I don't just give you a play. Just like I walked y'all through what contracts you can take, I give y'all the autonomy to pick what you trade. So I'm not just going to come in here and say, okay, 740 calls and we're trading at 737 because somebody else's budget can afford 737, 738, and 739. Most of the other people might can only afford the 740. I'm not going to make everybody sit in a 740 contract. I let you guys have the autonomy of knowing what you can trade in a range. Where's the target? Where are we seeing this going to? We're looking for a retracement back to these areas. I'm going to ask you guys questions as we're trading. So that's the guided trader system that you get in my channel. So when you join the Discord, you're not just getting me, you're getting me and 7 other analysts. And the crazy part, we met up this weekend in Dallas. So Saturday morning, drove to Dallas, me and my wife. We stayed in Dallas, had brunch, hung out. Saturday morning, got up, went to Top Golf, enjoyed. I got to see my business partners like that I work with in the Discord for the first time. I've been working with Court, Kendra, Sky's on. I've been working with these people for years now. Never met them in person, and that's not really common. I mean, for a group of strong African American people to work together, and we've never sat in the same room. Some of them have been in the same room, but I've made plenty of money with Court, and I had never met that man a day in my life in person. Like again, just business through phone, through text, through Zoom. But you would never think we didn't already know each other, and like we just go with the flow. We have a very strong mindset, and it was just a beautiful thing to see so many people, different attitude, different race, different backgrounds trading together, and it was just great. We took over a coffee shop Monday morning. Well, Saturday night, let me tell you. My wife had to work yesterday. So I was just like, man, it's 3 hours. Let me drive her back home so she can work. And then I'll come back. That was the determination I had. I drove back to Houston Sunday night, dropped my wife off, got back up Monday morning at 6, got on the road, got to the coffee shop at 9:30, and we was at it, getting to the bag. By the time I got there, everybody had made money. I had already signaled the group, telling them what contracts to take on puts, and them things went over 200% while I was on the road. And I have a rule: I don't if I haven't traveled that way that often, and I don't know how my cell service is going to be, I don't trade. So I just had to look at it on my watch list. But it was like 20 of us in the coffee shop, Black excellence, trading. All laptops popped up, phones out, getting to the money. Like the whole aura and our presence in that coffee shop just had everybody all eyes on us. And we weren't being rowdy, we weren't loud, we were just making money. But it was just a thing of people like, man, what's going on? Like, it's a lot of people there. Like, what are they doing? They all interacting, everybody moving around, talking. So it was a great network. And I wore my Trade with Dr. Chad shirt. So you can, you ain't got to ask me first, but it can have you inquire about what I do based on my shirt. So being a walking billboard and walking brand for yourself is like super important, but the whole vibe there, meeting people in person, making connection, seeing, really getting out of the group chat, and I'm seeing the faces of my Discord members, these people I've made money with, people I've helped, got invited to a farm. I feel so blessed by that. One of my members invited us out to their farm. They got cows, they got chicken, got acres. So I really appreciated that. Joined a run club with I'm gonna walk because I'm a fat girl. But when we got Nike Run Club with another one of my members, got to see my bro. See, it was just really cool to see people you work with for years and you've never met them in person. It was such a wonderful and enlightening experience, and I want all of y'all to have that. So again, get your 7-day free trial, join the Discord. There's going to be another meetup in Atlanta coming in October, but you got to be you got to be a part of the community and the tribe, and we're just going to have a good time. So I hope to see y'all in there. If you're already in Discord, comment Mogul. If you're not in Discord, I need you to comment. I need to be. So if you're already in Discord, comment Mogul. If you're not in Discord, put up there, I need to be. Yeah, that Well, we're probably gonna see a 10. It's probably gonna be 10 a.m. reversal because this is holding under that VWAP band. So y'all can see you don't need a whole lot. You can see the resistance level if you just put your resistance there. That's why I said it. I didn't even take up too much of y'all time. We had 1 5 minute candle, and I'll talk to y'all. Mogul. If you're already in the Discord, drop Mogul. If you're not, put I need to be gone and scan that QR code. You got 7 days. I mean, it's a 7 day free trial. Put that John on a prepaid card. You like us, stick around. You don't, cancel that junk. It ain't gonna be no hard feeling. You get to at least preview what you're getting yourself into. Again, you like it, stay. You don't, go on about your business. $100 a month, plenty of people around, plenty of people to help. They call me like the assistant principal or the hall monitor because I'm always looking for the people that need help. I mean, it's great that the people in the group make the money, but I'm looking for the people who are quiet, the people who are struggling. And that's who I kind of gravitate toward, who needs the help. The person making $2,000, $3,000, me working with them, I'm just gonna make them some more money. I want the person who is having some disconnect. They need help. They just need. It could be a chart. It could be as simple as their chart setting on the wrong time frame. They're not getting live data. Their internet. So something we can figure out, like just what's honing in on what the true problem is. Not that they're just a bad trader and they can't be great or they can't be consistent. We really want to find out what's the issue. And that's what me and LC, Ronan, we help the people who are just like, I didn't really get a foundation. I just saw trading and I saw y'all group and I got in, but now I need some help to understand some stuff. That's where we come in at. If you already got your money and you're ready to trade, you're good to hop in Kendra channel. You're good to hop in Hannah's lives. Hannah does lives every week. Let me show y'all a little like preview of that. Here's my channel, me letting everybody know we hopping in. To get in. Okay, they got it. But Hannah, here's Hannah. Hannah gives you a schedule every week, Monday through Friday, live call out schedule. So if you just like, I like how Chaz does it. I want to get this every day. Chaz not on. Who can I go to? Here, Monday. Today she's on right now until lunch. Wednesday, you got afternoon. Thursday, you get morning and afternoon. Friday, you get morning and afternoon. That's why I'm not on every day because we already got Hannah taking over. So sometimes I'll put on, but I don't want it to overlap. I'm not trying to pull everybody. And I think Donovan and them are on right now too. I just wanted to stream it live. So you got multiple live opportunities to get in with us. There we go. Y'all see that? Like it's already people in with us. I'm glad to see that it's 14 people on here. 4 people commented. I guess the other 10 might not be in yet. Hey, it's no shame. Use your 7 day free trial. Get in, see what it's about. It's $100 a month. That's the cheapest return because I get no return on my Netflix. I got Netflix, Paramount, and Philo and Apple TV. Out of all those, none of those things make me any money. I get no return off of it. But the people that I know that are inside of Discord paying $100 a month, and they get the return. Like I've had, and I gotta check on one of my people. I ain't seen her in my comments lately. Gotta check on Miss Anna, and that's where I go. If I haven't seen somebody that's been trading with us for a minute, I'll go out and I'll DM them. Hey, how's the week going? What's going on? And like, oh, I was winning, but now I'm like, okay, let's fix it. Let's see what's going on. So that's reminding me to go check on one of our new members. But she got in the first day. She made $60. The next day was like 90. She had before this was right after the 4th of July. She hadn't been in Discord a week and had already made her $100 back. So everything else was just pure profit. The free master classes, we have resources, we have videos that we've done previously that are recorded that people have access to the classes inside of here. So if you go to our Zoom replay, Donovan did an IWM class. He did a candlestick class right here. I did my VWAP class breaking it down. So multiple classes that I've gone over. I'll have office hours, and I feel like the information is good, so I'll share it with everybody else in the group because you never know if you might not be the only person that had that question, and I'm breaking it down there. That way people can chime in. It's not always just paying for a one-on-one. I'll pop up and say, hey, I got an hour. Or let's say somebody misses their consultation. Well, it's already paid for. I'll just say, hey, I got an hour for, just office time. You're not paying anything. You can just pull up, hop on my Zoom, ask questions, get help. and we're big on that, just popping up, office hours. I love Pastor's channel, um, which I don't think a lot of people think is important, but your trade psychology is super important. And Pastor's pulpit, it's all about that mindset. He's been trading longer than I probably ever thought about trading. A wealth of knowledge, that trade psychology, becoming an investor, really honing in on your skill and that mental aspect, because it's super important. We all have an ego. We've all been greedy. We've all been in these places as a person. So it will definitely show up in your trading. So this channel right here, I mean, it's a wealth of knowledge. Just game day after day, explanations, mindset. I mean, he's just always looking for ways to pour into us, and I love it. Now, I will give y'all fair warning. Don't get in here and bother Pastor. Don't be DMing this man. You cannot DM him. No, he's not gonna do a class. If we want a class, I'll ask him for stuff like that. Do not bother this man for one-on-one. Don't be hitting him up. If you make him leave because you don't bother this man, I'm gonna come personally find you and get at you. Leave Pastor alone. You can ask questions. His chat is open, so you can communicate back and forth with him. But please do not hop in his DMs bothering him like that. Pastor ain't got time. He's served this time. He's taught. He's done multiple things. Like don't go bother Pastor, because I'm gonna get you. You see, we got a little bit of move up. I'm still not confident in it. You can see all our time frames I read. I want a strong rejection off VWAP to take a put, because I don't trust it at all. We're sitting on VWAP, but I want to see this not touching VWAP anymore, because if we take everything off, it's just consolidation. If we hide everything, we're in this range. We have not broken out of a range. We're just still in a range, which tells me to do nothing. So we got our next candle, and it's gonna come right back up to that magnet, getting right back up to that VWAP magnet. I don't trust it at all. Dang, I got in a put and didn't come out on time. I told you, just that scalping, you got to be quick on your feet right now. If it hits your stop, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I had to make a video last week about y'all getting mad about the stop losses. Like, stop losses are like seatbelts and condoms. Like, you're not mad when the condom work. Like, if you smashed off on somebody you really didn't care about and you knew you didn't want a baby with them, and they didn't get pregnant, you don't get mad. Like, if you in traffic and somebody pulls out in front of you and you hit the brakes and the seatbelt tag you and the brake work, you're not mad. So give the same respect you do to your seatbelt, your brakes, and condoms the same way you do your stop loss. Like, y'all act like stop loss is of the devil. I got stomped out. Okay, it was protection. It was protection. Stop losses are protection. It stops the bleed. You can, if the trade was really that good, get back in. If the trade was that good, get back in. Something about the trade, you might have just been a little early. That's okay. Now yours on that call, it's reversing. It's popping back up. Like I said, I want to see a clear close below, above or below. I'm not touching this right now. This is a scalper's game. Because if this pops up, you're going 738, 739, and we're about to hit resistance right here. We're back at the pre-market low of the 24th. And what is that? We got a rejection line. I got a resistance right there. That's a strong so-and-so candle though. But if we pop up here and we're getting up to 945, that reversal is gonna come back down. Like that 10 a.m. reversal, it's gonna come back down. But that's why I say I like a clear close above or below VWAP for further confirmation. This not my. I don't like this game right here. You got to be scalping, but respect your stop losses. Y'all drop in the chat and put respect your stop loss. Respect your stop loss. Still moving up. Let me see. Look at that. Look at all that steam right at their resistance level. Look at that. That is trap, folk. Y'all see that? So I said I'm not playing with it. Let me hide that indicator. See those levels went right to pre-market low of 724, rejected and came right back down the trading range. What this was a stop loss hunter right here. They knew people's stop losses were sitting somewhere here. They went and grabbed their liquidity and said, "Whew, I'm taking it back. Give me all your money. Give me the loot." Like they came up there. So if somebody went quick on the fingers, they didn't take their 30% in that candle. Now they on that hopium. Let it go all the way back up. Let it go all the way back up so I can get out. Yeah, it won't trap my money like that. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. Give me 30 seconds. All right, guys, I'm back. Looks like it's holding above that level. It may retrace that candle. So to give people time to escape, they better take that move. They coming back, retracing that wick. Like I said, we're sitting up high as we get closer to 10. That 10 a.m. reversal is going to be bearish. What other tickers are y'all looking at? Somebody just asked me to look at cost, and again, I didn't trade Costco, but they had a nice move up here. I didn't see it, didn't know nothing about it. But that was a nice, probably if you were in some 1K contracts, some 950s, 975s, 1,000 contracts, that was a nice move up. It's sitting above VWAP, so it could have more move, but it's definitely some resistance right here. You just got to be careful. But that was a nice move if anybody had some cost contracts. Let's go to IWM. Yeah, IWM is trying to push back up to VWAP, so we could start to see some bullish sentiment. That's what we're seeing. See that buy block just popped up? Yep. So we could start reversing. Again, my upside resistance is going to be that pre-market low. Then we have a pre-market level here. And then our pre-market low from 7.9. And then up top that 740. So retracing the high of today. And then we'll probably see a reversal at 10 a.m. It could be a slight pullback. Let me not say reversal. It could be a slight pullback. Running back up. All right, there's rejection again at that pre-market low from 724. That is the level. It's got to push above there to keep going higher. What are you guys looking at? I looked at IWM, looked at Costco. We're looking at SPY. What else are you guys looking at? All right, pushing back up. I don't like this little move. Like buyers are trying to step up, but that's a strong resistance level right there. Be careful. Again, if you're getting in, scalp it, get your money, and get out the way. QQQ, let's check it. Okay, SPY is jumping. It's getting over that pre-market level. Look for a test at a high today, pushing through those sellers. QQQ. Y'all see that? Making almost a U and V recovery. If it gets over that VWAP, definitely see a move back to the high of the day over here, 677.31. We got to close above, so this is a setup. I like the Q setup better. Got to close above the band, came up, tested VWAP, held. Qs look much better on the calls push up. IWM not as smooth. It is a close above the band, wick through this band, and now we're sitting on VWAP. The best setup that I see was the QQQ because SPY was consolidating, still sitting on the band. We get this close above, but it was whipsawing. Yeah, that call. Look at that call. If you're in that, it is headed back up to test the high of the day. Boom, there's the high. So yeah, that 10 a.m. is probably gonna be a strong reversal to the downside. I could definitely see it pushing, and all the contracts that we called out would have been viable. 737, 738, 739 went right to the high today, right to their resistance. Again, if we had nothing on but our levels, no indicators, you could see it forming above level, level to level. And that's why, again, I keep my pre-market levels on. They are important. We had resistance at 724's pre-market low and came back up to what? 778 pre-market low. There's the high, a previous day high. So I can mark that level. That was a nice strong move, and no, I was not in it. Did anybody take calls? Did anybody Neff, are you in those QQQ calls? Hold on, guys. Sorry guys. Okay, Neff, I ain't messing up my win rate. I trade higher time frames for me to consider buying. It needs to break in major lower. I understand that. Gotcha. I'm on the lower time frame. I'm a scalper, so it's not too bad for me. But that's the way I like to trade. For more confluence, yes, Neff is trading the better way. Getting higher confluence on the higher time frame. Nothing wrong with that. But that was I'm looking for that 10 a.m. reversal. We're probably gonna get that pullback because again it's pushed up. It's gonna want to come back down at that 10 a.m. So just be careful, guys. I got the wrong charger. All right, gotta move around so I can get the right charger. There we go. I'm getting some pullback there, people. Same setup we kind of saw yesterday. Pulling back, it reached the high and pulls back. We no longer have, we run out of buyers. They run out of steam, and then they start pulling back down. Where my Leos at? Anybody on the call a Leo? Y'all got Leos in y'all family? It's Leo season. My daughter's birthday is coming up. My birthday's coming up. My wife's birthday is coming up. My grandson's birthday is coming up. So August is a big month for my family. And that's why I just needed to call. My mom was trying to plan to come in. And I love it. Will it go back to VWAP? It's possible. So VWAP is your magnet. That's the price that everybody wants to pay. So that is a target. Right now, you'd want to look at band for band. So I'm gonna cut that order block off so it's not a distraction right now, and we can see the bands. So you can see here we rejected the upper band. We're coming down, breaking the second band. We should come down first and then test VWAP. So that's definitely in place, but we can still find buyers in between here. We have previous levels of support in here, so it can do that, but we're getting kind of like that early pullback because we had 2 more minutes to 10, came right up to that resistance, that pre-market level, came right on back down. It literally banked up to the high of yesterday and came back down. So that's why it's important to mark your pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, and previous day low, because price likes to retrace. They go back to where they've been before. If you go to the store and you buy eggs for $2.99, you go to another store, you're still going to buy the eggs at $2.99. Now, unless there's some ostrich eggs or they blue or some exotic, you're not going to go in the store and go pay $10.99. So that's what you're seeing. Like egg prices sitting up here at $10.99 when we usually pay $2. We'll still pay $5 if it's something special or, they got the brown eggs on sale, but that's what you're saying. Wow, this pullback is strong. That's reversing real hard off that level. That's a whole dollar in one candle. I like it. I like it. Yeah, and see if it's going to continue. Let that candle breathe. We got our second one. See if we get a continuation. I usually like to see it pop up and go bullish for just a bit and then come back down. But again, that's when you read candles and you're watching them play out in real time. I look for those buyers to step up just slightly because it sold off so much. They want to file back in. So I don't want to see it reject right here for a continuation down. It don't have to pull all the way back up to that previous level, but I like to see it get there and then pull down. Yeah, mark them, cool. I know you see it. If you've never had a one-on-one with me, um, drop a 7 in the chat. If you've never had a one-on-one with me, drop a 7 because I usually do something special where I drop my daughter's birthday list. My one-on-ones are usually $100. My people in my Discord get a discount, but usually around this birthday season, I let my daughter pick stuff from Amazon and you guys can purchase them. it makes her feel good to every day, like coming up, leading up to her birthday stuff. It's like coming to the house. She's seeing mail with her name on it. And she's getting some things she asked for. So I'm letting her add like, a little speaker, some t-shirts, some hoodies, some stuff. She's about to be a senior this year. So I let her add stuff to her Amazon list. And you guys just buy it, send me a screenshot and send me an email and say, hey Chaz, I want to book a one-on-one, and whatever item you purchase covers, that one-on-one. If you purchase some for $100, you're getting two one-on-ones. You purchase some at $40 or something, that's one. If you might purchase something, a higher item, then it'll go toward a mentorship or things like that. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a DM, send me an email, say, hey Chaz, can I get that Amazon list, or can I get some off her list? It's just a fun way that I like to incorporate family into the business, and it makes her feel really special. I can buy her everything in the world, but seeing her light up and get stuff to the house, because we don't stay close to family, so getting mail is exciting. I was like that when I was younger. I love getting mail. Now I get bills, and I be like, mail's all right now. But when we did it last year, like every day we came home, we were out of town, but when we got back, we had items all on the porch that and every other day somebody was buying something and she was getting a gift. We loaded up what we got before we went to meet her in Memphis, and she was able to opened up, I think she opened up those gifts the day before her birthday, and on her birthday she opened up like two or three more, and then when we got back she had like two or three more to open up. So it's just a fun thing to do. um and if you want to take advantage of it, go ahead. Single, man, I'm not, nah. I ain't got no voice. I don't got no songs, no raps. I don't do nothing. I don't like to perform. Um, Finally got alive. I've been missing everything lately. What's up, Chaz? What's up, my bro? What is up? I got you. Yeah, gang, gang. It's Leo gang around here. August the 20th. I'm telling you, August the 4th, August the 8th, no, August the 4th, August the 6th, August the 8th, August the 10th, August the 14th, August the 16th, August the 18th, August the 20th, August the 24th, no, August the 23rd, August the 24th, August the 28th. That's my family right there. Like, the 4th is my daughter, the 6th is her dad, the 8th is my grandson, the 10th is my wife, the 18th is my cousin, the 16th and the 18th are my cousin, the 20th is mine, the 23rd is my grandmother, uh, heavenly birthday, but my best friend and my grandmother had the same birthday, and one of my other cousins. The 24th is my other cousin. The 28th is my auntie. So August is gang for the Leos. Like, we run the month. Like, all the best are born in August. So yeah, it's a big month for us. She likes music, but she want to be a little rapper, but I ain't got time to play with that child. I'll let you entertain her, cause I'm not. Y'all see that 10 a.m. reversal? We started getting up there. We start pulling back. I like push. If you're gonna take those push, you got 738. If you're in them, 738, 737, 736. Let's go see where IWM is sitting at. Right up to the rejection of that band. So you can see IWM tried to get to the band. Couldn't really hold over VWAP. We're coming back down. Let's look at the cues. It's sitting above. So we see the rejection. Getting the close below a band. Coming back down, it says VWAP. We're sitting right on a previous pre-market level, because y'all can see it's a dotted line. Yep. I'm August the 20th. I think you got to be a very special person to be born on the 20th, because you're right on that cusp. I have strong Leo vibes. I have a little bit of Virgo, but I'm totally not a Virgo. And I was like, man, you on the cusp. I don't care. I'm a Leo. I'm a true Leo. I don't know nothing about no cusp. I'm definitely different from the Virgos I know in my life. Look at that, bouncing off that level. I ain't gonna play with it. So Again, we're probably having that same of what we had yesterday, where we start bouncing. And if you again, this is not ideal for NERF because this is consolidation. We're not seeing major lows and major highs. But this is a scalping day. We're not getting strong trends. So you just need to be in and out with that dirty 30. Pascal, what's up? Yeah, and if it's Leo gang over here. Yeah, when my grandson was born, we were literally on a cruise celebrating my wife's birthday, and he was born. So we were just enjoying the cruise, but we had to pay for the Wi-Fi package because like we started getting all the messages and stuff, and my son, his girlfriend went into labor, and we kind of thought it would happen, and we left him at home. So we were driving in our car, so I had to rent him a car, and I was just like, I don't want this boy to miss the birth of his child because I think his car was acting up. So I had to rent him a car before we left, and sure enough, we're 2-3 days into this cruise, and pop out your grandbaby here. Oh, so surviving the house of Leos again is it's the three of us in this house, three women, three Leos. Yeah, buddy, you if y'all could be a fly on the wall. If I share some of the videos because we got cameras up, if I start posting the videos of what be going on in our house, like y'all would be dying laughing. It's pure entertainment. It is pure entertainment. Like I just it is not. I can't even describe it. It's pretty interesting. And I gotta look at my schedule. I think we'll be back on tomorrow. I think we got Fed news. Let's look at Fed because we got Fed stuff tomorrow. So let's see if I'll stream tomorrow. If I come back on tomorrow, y'all coming on? No, it's just gonna be me by myself. If I do tomorrow, yeah, we're gonna have federal funds rate, FOMC statement, FOMC conference, so we can kind of stream through that. I don't think I have somebody. Let me actually look before I say we can come on and stream. Yeah, we can get the start of it. We could probably do the morning session. Morning session might be slow tomorrow. Wednesdays again. Monday is usually observation. Tuesday we get a trend up or down. Wednesdays and Thursdays can be a little bit of pullback. And Friday we usually get another trend. So we can see how tomorrow plays out. If y'all come back, I'll probably be on Zoom. That way, if anybody has questions or they need to share their charts, will be on Zoom. So if we're on YouTube, you guys can join me here. If I do it over Zoom, you need to be in the Discord so you can grab the Zoom link. I'll do it for the community over there. I don't always stream, so we get on live here. And then I do it in the background. That way, those people who need help, like, hey, I need to share my chart, or there's no lag if we're just doing it through Zoom. So, but I gotta see when Sky's on them wrap up. I don't want to overstep and got too many Zooms going at the same time. But yeah, y'all be prepared for these the FOMC meetings. If you don't know what these meetings are and what the federal funds rate are, click those little folders and you can get the details here. So you don't have to be uninformed. Again, it may be new to you and it may be the first time you're hearing this. You might be even like, what the heck is FOMC? Federal Open Market Committee. So if you don't know what the FOMC meeting is, you don't know what they do. This is what it's telling you. Again, the federal interest rate at which depository institutions lead balances held at the Federal Reserve to other dispensary depository institutions overnight. So again, they're going to give us a Fed rate. Bar the U.S. Fed rate hike this week remains high, even if markets again. Let's say, what does that mean, Chaz? Okay, we got three things that's gonna happen. We used to have Powell. Now we got Kevin Walsh. Everybody say hi, Kevin. If you're in the chat, say hi, Kevin. You should know who Kevin is. You need to know who Kevin Walsh is. We no longer have Powell. Everybody say hi, Kevin, in the chat. You need to know who Kevin is. So Kevin's gonna come and say, hey, I'm gonna do a rate hike. If he does a rate hike, markets are gonna hike. If he comes in and says, I'm gonna do a rate cut, markets are gonna go up. If he comes in and say, hey, I'm not going to do anything, we got a little mixed bag there. we'll see. It's kind of like consolidation. You never know which way it's really going to pop. So that's what you're anticipating for tomorrow. So everybody say hi, Kevin. Pascal working. For sure, a scalp, I would be. I was up that 30-30 and gave it back, being greedy, waiting on 740 hit. Now you know you wrong for that. All of that move, and you got your 30-30 and didn't even take it. After I done told you all morning today is the scalping and to take y'all 30-30. Man, you gonna make me get you. There you go. Hi, Kevin. Y'all need to know who Kevin is. Like, make sure you're understanding who Kevin Walsh is. I can show you how to trade, but it also comes to economic data that you need to be aware of. And some people just don't teach that. They'll just let you get burnt. They'll tell you, they won't even tell you, hey, you probably don't want to trade tomorrow. You want to trade live tomorrow. They ain't going to tell you nothing. They're going to wait for you to blow your account and come back and want to book a one-on-one for them to tell you, oh, you got burnt because it was a Fed meeting. Man, you just made me pay for a one-on-one to just tell me it was a meeting and I just needed to stay out the market. Don't let people burn y'all like that. Be aware. Understand when and how you should get in and out the market, things you should be aware of. That 30-30 coming back is popping back up. Bounced off that 738 level. Yeah, I'm going to get this along. I'm going to leave this alone until lunchtime because it's sitting up here. We just had a V back up to this level. It might try to hit that 740 now, but that's a strong resistance. It's tried it twice, and that was the resistance from yesterday. We're waiting on that 740 yesterday, and poof, they didn't give it up. So that's that strong level of resistance right there at about 739.80. Buyers were stepping up. Let me see what I got this afternoon. What's today? 28. Seattle sellers keep coming back in right at that level. Let's see if there's a fair value gap right there. Yeah, you got sellers right there from previous day. So that's why it's kind of giving up. We're in a big sell order block. Sellers right here on the fair value gap. They got to push to try to get that 740. Got to push hard right there. But I hope y'all enjoyed the content today. We'll be back. I'll probably try to get on tomorrow. Like I said, it'll probably be a Zoom link. Make sure you scan that QR code in the upper. Oh, let me give y'all some money. I forgot. I keep forgetting to end the show with some money. Who wants a free $100? The $50. Y'all want me to show y'all how to get some free money? If y'all want me to show y'all how to get some free money, comment free money. And I'll show y'all the game on the free money before we get up out of here. Because I've been trying to show everybody how to get the free money. If you want some free money to trade with, comment free money. What's up, Mr. Rose? Free money. Let me show y'all the free money play. When you come to my page, scroll down to the free money links. When you click on that free money link, it's going to take you to SoFi. And what it's going to do, you're going to go to SoFi, get you a free checking and savings account. You're going to put $50 over there, and you're going to wait 2 days, and then you're going to screenshot and say, hey, Chaz, they gave me my free money. They gave me my free $50. If you get a crypto account, they give you another 25. If you sign up for the if you get the plus, you get an additional $50 for everybody you sign up. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Let me put the QR code up for you guys. Y'all can scan it. I'll drop it in the chat, and then I'll give y'all a widget, give y'all a little QR code for it. And all you got to do is sign up for the SoFi account. It's free. No late fees. All of that. It's just free. You deposit your $50, and they're going to give you $50 in like 2 days. Every other day, I get a drop of about $100. It's like super easy, super affordable. I like all of the assets that you're able to do. Life insurance, I've checked that out. I'm gonna check out on the car insurance. But it's super easy. All you got to do is Go sign up. Put your $50 over there. Wait 2 days. Boom. Now, how do you get more money? Because I get $100 every day. Well, I paid $10 for the plus. So everybody who signs up, I get $100 for them. So every day I'm making like a easy $500 a week just signing one person up. So if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, cousin, you got somebody sleeping on your couch, sign them up, put $50 over there. When the $50 drop, tell them to send you your $50 back. If you got a house for the kids, teenagers this summer, put sit them in a circle when y'all eating. Everybody pull out their phones. Everybody sign up for a SoFi account. If you do Sunday dinners with your family, you can do it with your church and say, hey, let me show my church community how they can make some free money and have an account. Y'all can get on the board, do something after church, have everybody walk them through it, put them $50 over there. They're going to send you a SoFi card. SoFi is going to give them an extra $50. So again, I always like to leave with like leaving y'all with some way to make some money for free. Whether it's to pay for a one-on-one with me, whether it's to buy some groceries, whether it's to fill up a tank, a tank of gas, it's free money. And so again, I get my $100 for each referral. If you're just doing the regular, you're gonna get 50. And so I just wanted to leave y'all with that free game. Scan the QR code. Oh dang, I thought the QR code popped up. Got the wrong one showing. Scan the QR code. Sign up for your SoFi account. $50. Boom. You can send me a screenshot. Say, hey Chaz, I got my $50. Shoot me an email. I get them every other day. I'm like, man, I appreciate you. I got my drop, but I got their 75 every other day. And so again, I'm always putting this on because they don't tell us these things, and these programs won't stay around forever. SoFi is growing. If you even go look at the SoFi shares, I like the shares. I got in at 13. They were sitting at like 17. So it's a good program. They do business loans, they do credit cards, lines of credit, student loans, refinance, mortgages. They have a lot of assets in there. And you can talk to a financial advisor for free, unlimited sessions if you sign up for the plus. And it's just like $10. So if you're in business or you're looking to grow or you got questions in that space, that's an asset you could take advantage of for just $10. So I hope y'all have a good afternoon. We $100 before lunch, you can get 50. Oh, it broke it. Look at her. It had the push and it hit that 740. Where is it going to now? Pre-market high of yesterday. Look at the pre-market high of yesterday. Had that V recover and boom, took off again. And what happened? That 10 a.m. was just a pullback, not a reversal. And then we had a continuation to the upside. That's a beautiful play right there. So Rise, I think you got stumped out, but you could have got back in. It went right to the target. It had resistance yesterday. It hit it today. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. I might pop back on. If you need me, you see my email scrolling across the screen. Feel free to shoot me an email if y'all need anything. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Turns out I got a SoFi account that I forgot about. Well, Pascal, now you need to send it to other people. Sign your mom up, sign your dad up, your auntie, cousin, sign somebody up and get the referral. You still get it. And I learned that through my credit clearance people. Like I thought like, oh, I already signed up. I'm not gonna get any money. And she's like, oh, just go on and get the VIP. I mean, get your plus for $10 and sign other people up. That way you getting $100 instead of 50. I did it about 2 years ago. It paid for when I first moved in my house, paid for my coffee table. Not my coffee table, my dining room table. And now I've been running up. I'm up like $600-700 on just referrals, and I put it in my trading account, let it grow, or you can see it in your high yield, easy money. Look at SPY go, God dog. Let me look at back at the Qs, but now, yeah, that thing pushed up, pushing up to that band. IWM got over VWAP, pushing up, nice strong moves. But y'all be safe. Get those 30s. Don't let this stuff run away from you guys again. Today is still scalping. We're getting the trend back up. But if we hit that double top, you can see pullback. Get your 30%. You can always reload, get back in, get back out. It's worth it, people. I just made 60 off the 741 call. These consoles pay for themselves. Tell them again. They pay for themselves. Like I'm only again, I make sure you leave with more than you came with. I over present when it comes to those one-on-ones. So again, if you want to do the Amazon list, boom. If you want to just pay for your consultation, whatever, grab my email, get in there. If you don't know what you want, there's a discovery call. You can book a discovery call and just talk to me. You're like, let me talk to Chaz first. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if trading is gonna be great for me, what I need to do. You might just need to book a discovery call. Or again, shoot me an email, book you a one-on-one. Buy something off my daughter's wish list and get you a one-on-one. We get you a strategy down, get you trading. But y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all being here. And we will be back at it probably tomorrow. Like I said, Zoom or Discord. I'm not for sure. We'll see. But y'all have a good one.